Okay, so about a year ago, I believe, roughly, I was sitting at the Ronstadt Center, which is the main bus in the heart of the city, not the depot, but where the main pickup station is, right? And I said that the president of the United States was trying to kill me. Who's going to, come out here and see about that's been taking place? And I did it because I was being made to leave OPCS, where I was told that I could stay until um, I was transitioning to housing or something else came about for me. I was segregated while I was there, and I was put out because other people were attacking me, which is a violation of my human rights. And as I said before, the associate and I both went to our own independent news that day before I left. The independent party that I went to would put me in the newspaper at the summer. Uh, there I used my maiden name, which is Janine Paxton, and we're at a park not too far from here. It's relevant because a few weeks back I was sitting here and y'all know me sometimes, and a gentleman walked up and I was singing, but I also run a successful business helping the homeless. And he told me he was homeless. We chopped it up for a bit, and I really didn't think anything of it. Once people find out what I do, they tend to try to stay around me, even if it's just to get free things or to have some peace of mind. So I didn't think anything of it. Day three, I think it's like a Sunday. We miss the bus, or we just choose to walk, and we get into it. And I had to go and tell somebody because this is just the midst of doing my job. This man is trying to tell me how to run my business, and that I need to get with him and craziness, right? So no matter what you think about me, when it comes to doing my own personal business, I'm a civilian. And that means that even where I'm the president of this country, when it comes to me taking care of my business, I'm a civilian. I am not your president. You're going to tell me how to run that. You understand? And so I noticed recently that that security guard was back there. The guy has come back around recently, but he's left again. Some other men have been stalking me. In the meantime, there was a bomb threat or some type of reason to evacuate a couple of days ago. These people continue to get closer, closer, and closer. I can kind of expose Ruben Gallego. And here's how this goes. Sister Jose's is a women's center on the south side of Tucson. Sister Jose's is a women's center on the south side of Tucson, Arizona. Uh, everybody friendly, but masculinity center. Because you can even have your full twig and berries uh, and go there as long as you identify as female. In fact, if you are a male identifying female, you are asked to leave. You see. That's probably what I should have done and I'd have been safer, but it still would have been the same shit with somebody calling me a thespian, is what I call it, around my children. So at the end of the day, I am at Sister Jose's as a guest, and they know that I'm there because of domestic violence. Which they named that when they were given my name, they should have used the initials that I gave them, which was JP. Same thing y'all knew me as on here. You see, because my given name or my married name for other reasons was nobody's business, respectfully. So anyway, things started happening at Sister Jose's that are otherwise inexplicable. An example being, this is a business that's supposed to be open Monday. So at one point, why were they only open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? That left a lot of women in the midst of the summer outside hot and all kinds of ish. Okay? I'm just sitting at the bus stop, but the building behind me is where I want to purchase. And the woman whose building is in between Sister Jose's and the building that I want to purchase is responsible for checking on that business and maintenance. Right. So, long story short, that woman has a medical transport company, and she has to have a federal background check done because she was going to get her licensing or certification to be able to transport across the state lines and for the government. Okay. So I don't know if she just realized it or when she was filling it out. But anyway, she would see me one day and she said, "You know what? I speak to you all the time, but I don't know your name." So I gave her my name. But she had been asking me about why Sister Jose wasn't open the number of days it was supposed to be open and so on and so forth. I said, "Well, this is what I'm seeing from the inside, blah, 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 blah." Mind you, FinCEN is out there looking at nonprofits trying to find this money. I was in Tucson to tell them about the SWOT analysis while in the know they needed a volunteer manager. Sister Jose needed a volunteer manager. A lot of places do. That part. And then when it starts to get weird and or interesting, and this woman goes and asks questions because she's a donor to Sister Jose. The women at Sister Jose tell her that I'm trying to take Sister Jose's down from the inside. This is a woman that I have told what I want to do with the building next door, that I'm trying to get a grant. She's already written a grant for SAFE. She was working with me. She told me to call Congressman Godova and Ruben Guy. Nobody ever got back to me. And because I went missing from that side of town, I don't know if they ever got back to her. My devices were stolen. They wouldn't let me make any money, so my phone can't get turned back on. It still won't let me make any money. They're pissed when I show up and everything. This was abuse of power and authority. It starts with Sister Jose. It's a women's shelter. Sex trafficking. Run by, used to be a woman named Jean. She got caught up in something and she left. Staff members ended up leaving. Her granddaughter flicked a cigarette lit at me. She got fired immediately. Now, was I trying to take them down from the inside or were they trying to cover up some shit? There's all types of harm and foul, and I want to see justice done. This was corruption at the highest levels of office. My guess is it has more to do with the election fraud case and the fact that both parties were involved in that shit, number one. Number two, deaths because of election fraud. Number three, they wanted to out me because I'm gifted. They wanted to use it against me and say that I had been pulling the strings behind the scenes. Yet how? How? Because I told you I saw and this happening from the moment I got here. Can you show and prove that before I got here, I ever had any interactions with anybody in the city of Tucson, Arizona, except to get the goddamn job? Show and prove show my criminal net worth. See, I work for the creator of all things. I left breadcrumbs. Someone said start with silence and breadcrumbs. And I went from breadcrumbs to sandwiches to a chateau and relay, baby. All over the place today. I'm gonna say this right now. Kwame Brown, it's time, partner. It's time for you to get your ass online and tell the fucking truth, dude. I don't know you. You don't know me. You stole mama's cooking. It's got more to do with you being a celebrity and Illuminati than anything else. Cause like spiritual shit over with. It's too late to pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. Everything else is already out there. Everybody else already knows that I'm telling the motherfucking truth, partner. Get over yourself. I am not here to negotiate with no fucking terrorists. 11:01 on the clock. You better go to God and come to the internet correctly. You owe me, and I want my fucking money. If I gotta come to goddamn Georgia and sit on your fucking lap, nigga, to get my shit, I will. And punch you in your face while I'm doing it. I don't want no parts of you. Don't ever get that fucking twisted. I don't do dick. I don't do niggas that don't pay child support. I don't do punk made motherfuckers who gang up with other motherfuckers to terrorize a woman because they can't get inside of her pants. Now the manosphere understands me. Y'all going down in history. Okay. Hang on to your nuts. This is Texas, and I am holding all kinds of goddamn spades today. You hear me, y'all say? I'm over it. Y'all better get open up. I already spoke about that shit. The 1619 project. Ken Paxton. Bitch, I'm not fucking asking. We can have a conversation, and he's a real nice and smooth, or I can come to your house and get reparations. And that's time for you to do it, because I sure know who the fuck I am. You understand me?